Hi, and welcome to my live again. So, are you ready for the next step? Yes? Okay. So, the next step is Rama moved on to the next phase and he found the suit of engagement. Yeah, ta ta ta. Yes. And further ahead, he saw the fountain of clarity. And in the fountain of clarity above it, he saw the rainbow glasses of clarity. Yes, it is. Yes. So, what happened? When he saw those glasses, one thing came into his mind that he said, "Oh, why do we need to know the color brain of other people? Why it is important to know, or why it is important to get that clarity?" So let's test you as well. Yes, I'm talking about you guys. What you need to do, I'm going to show you a video. Okay, you need to observe. There are like four people in the video. Okay, and you need to observe their colored brain through their behavior, how they are interacting, what they are saying, and all that stuff. So let's go and watch the video. Yeah, time out. So, yes, now you have watched the video. Let's discuss one by one. So, there are like four characters in it. The first one we'll talk about Bianca. Yeah, she came for the audition and she was a singer, right? So let's see how many of you guys have guessed her color. Okay, let's discuss about her, some of her traits. Okay, what she did actually, yeah, she just came here when the judge asked her, "Oh, are you going to sing this song?" She was said, "Yeah, I'm gonna sing this one." Or maybe she don't even plan in her mind, and she was like, "Okay, maybe this, maybe something else." She might have something else in her mind, which came abruptly in her mind because she was said, "Okay." Then, secondly, she was like her voice modulation at times is very high, at times very low, and she was did not maintain any sequence as such of the modulations, and and in the end she was like she just ended it with long. Her tone was like so long, and there was like no synchronization as such, and it seems chaotic in nature. Yes. Mm. If you guess green, yes, you're right. You are getting closer and getting the clarity, I must say. So let's move on to Brandy. She is the judge number one, and she was like, when she saw first time Bianca, and she said, "Oh, can you able to sing this song? It's so difficult." And she was like, she looks very emotional at that time, and she was like, "Oh my God, is it like this? Can you able to do it?" And even during the song, she was like, oh, she was gone into her emotional thing, and she was like and she was standing and listening, and she was like all involved, she was internally connected, and she was emotionally, she seemed empathetic as well at times. Yeah, so based on this, if you have guessed her color, yes, yeah, blue, perfect, yep, you got it. So let's move on to the next person, who is Pierce, and he is a person. He said, okay, if you do this, if you do this, if you do this, blah, and so it will be better. But still, you got it, and I have no objection in selecting you. So he seems to be a guy with a lot of things, like he wants things in place, he wants some kind of structure or systematic way. He was explaining that if you do this, you this, you will gonna achieve it. So what do you think this person is? Mm, right, he was a red brain judge. That's true. And lastly, David. You saw David, he was like just so quick. He said, "Oh, okay, yeah," and you did it. And he was like, it was not structured. He was not very much, you can say, in a very logical way, or you can say he got mixed feelings, but he was very extempore. He was like, "Oh, okay, you got it, and you are too good." And this kind of person was, he was not connected at all as such, but he was so much, yeah, he just saw and he just expressed whatever he did not analyze much, I think, but as per the video. So he is, yes, 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 you're right. He is a green person. Green. So, okay, I'll give you a short, not exercise. Just quickly, just consider yourself to be a purple brain. Okay, then let me know, what do you think? What a purple brain judge would have said? Okay, yes. Yeah, maybe if there was a purple brain judge, he might have said, you selected this song. Did why you selected this song, and why this singer, or why this sort of, music and tone, and why you were so high, or why you were so low. Do you have any other option that, you can go for some other songs as well, and so on. So this kind of response should be only from a purple brain. Yes, you're right. So guys, this is how and why we need to know through behaviors. Now it's time to know people, colored brain, through their behaviors, through their actions. Yes. So let's move on to the next part, which is about Rama. And he need to understand as why now he saw this thing. He has got the rainbow glasses of clarity. Now one thing came into mind: why it is important to know. So I tell you what, it is very important to know about people's brain color, because your way of thinking, your way of dealing with people changed. For example, when you were a child, you know, someone told you, okay, just break this wall with your hand. Maybe at that time you might have said, okay, I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna break the wall. But if someone told you, okay, you can break the wall, definitely you are now a grown-up person. You will realize, oh, whether it is right to break the wall with my hand or no. But ultimately, you will realize, no, it is not right to break the wall with my hand only, and it's not good because you get injured. And that is why, because your circle of tolerance has increased. And when your circle of tolerance increase, definitely you give leverage to people, as because you started understanding them, understanding the way of doing different things. And you know what, in this way you started to act intelligently. And when you started to act intelligently, you give people the room to grow. You help them to achieve the success, the goals, and want them to be, you know successful in all of their tasks, so that they will be professionally sound and achieve whatever they want to achieve. And you know what? Similarly, once your circle of tolerance is high, and you know the brain color of people, it will help you in building high performing teams, and help people to be successful. And why suppose if about some person, about his color, for example, his brain color, so he will not going to act in such a way that he will not show his disengagement, and he will be more engaged when he knows, okay, what I'm doing is being appreciated, and what I'm doing is making some sense to my seniors, to my peers, to my subordinates, and so on. So he will feel more motivated, he will feel more energized, and that will definitely help you building have synergy within teams. And once you build the synergy within your teams, then no one will gonna stop you achieving your goals, your objectives, the milestones you have set. Yes, so I'll give you another example, okay? I'll show you a video, or rather a picture, and there you will see a lot of people are working on this building, and there are like supervisors, there are like workers, there are some supporting staff, and they all are of different colors, right? And if they start working in with their own colored brain, can you imagine what gonna happen? Da-da-da-da-da. It will not going to end in a good way if they don't expand their circle of tolerance, and unless and until they know their colored brain. For example, I'll give you there are like two supervisors who are lizard, and one is red and one is purple, and purple is saying to red that you need to do this, these, and then these are the things. He was like in quite detail, and the red guy, he was like, oh my goodness me, what is wrong with this guy? So much detail, I don't want this detail, I just give me some information, I'll do it. But friends, what happened is, since they don't know their own colored brains, the other person colored brains, they will definitely, what they are reacting is normal. But once they know, definitely the result would have been different. For example, okay, you might have, okay, I'll ask you. You might have experienced maybe in your professional life that your boss is green and you are, for example, purple. He asks you, okay, I want a certain report, okay, and he being green, he wants certain report, and he just give you shortly, and then you went there, you said, oh, okay, boss, this is my report, and you were like, I worked a lot, I thought about a lot, and then I put a lot of things, and they were like 5 pages report, and boss says, what is this? Take it back. I don't want this. And what are you doing? And you were like, and you were in a state of shock actually, and you said, oh my goodness me, what have I done? What sort of boss he is? Yes, it happens. And why it happened? Because you don't know what is expected from you, because your boss is a green person. He wants things in a summarized way. He wants things not in detail. You being purple, you tend to give things in detail. So next time, definitely when you're gonna do this, you will going to give him um, a summarized form which is expected from him. Same situation, you can keep yourself vice versa. You are green, your boss is purple. There will be conflict or miscommunication will be high because expectations and the results are different. And when those are different, there will definitely be less engagement, there will be less connection, and there will be results will be very low, and people will be more disengaged. So let's move on to the next part, which is about the importance of knowing the brain color. Yes, you know what? Once you know your own brain color, it will, it will help you. It will enable you to set expectations from other people, other brain color people. Similarly, when you know other people brain color, it will help you, enabling them to be more successful, to be more, you can say, high performing and engaged. So, thank you so much for joining in me today. And the next story, stay tuned and follow my stream for the next time. Thank you and take care. Bye bye.